There were so many good things. Ooh. I just don't like feeling like a pain. The Aldi gods really pulled through with this one. Like, I'm not about to do like a 7-step skincare routine. No, thank you. Good morning. It is Wednesday for me, maybe? The bank holiday always really confuses me. I just kind of forget what day it is and who I am. I think it's Wednesday. Wait. Yeah, Wednesday, 23rd of April. I cannot believe how fast the year is going. Happens every time. Somehow still manages to shock me. I was just about to make myself my morning protein shake that I have every so often. Just fancied it, you know? Not got any milk. Don't really want to go to Asda today. I might have to. In fact, hang on. I think I've got some muller rice. Could just have a muller rice and a banana, you know? Not the healthiest of breakfast, but we take what we can. I've just received a very exciting delivery and I'm gonna build it now because the aftermath will involve me having to go to the tip. But first, I'm just gonna quickly eat some breakfast, gonna watch some YouTube. We're gonna go to Boys today for potential fabric shopping. I don't know what I want to make, but I'm just in the mood to buy fabric. I spend my whole life scrolling online trying to look for fabric and it's always pretty expensive, so Boys is the way to go. So if you fancy a crafty, productive, chill, very chatty no doubt vlog, this is the one for you. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you do. I upload every week. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz. A lot of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed and it really helps me out and it's free for you to do. It literally costs you nothing. You press the button. If you don't have an account, make yourself an account, takes 5 minutes and press subscribe. It really helps, especially if you're watching your favourite creators over and over again. Just helps the vibes, you know? Right, drinks, snacks. Let's fuel up for the day. Have we got an exciting delivery? Has it passed inspection? Shall we get building? Come on in. Oh gosh. I don't know what I've done, but my back is killing. I don't know if I slept fully. I didn't do anything strenuous yesterday, but ooh, it's hurting. Is this what being almost 30 is now? Just waking up with random back pain. Oh, it burns. Because of my unexplained ailment, I'm gonna build this down here. This is actually a new office chair. I've been needing one of these for ages and I just couldn't find the perfect one. You spend a lot of time sat in an office chair. I wanted one with footrest, I wanted one that was compact, that still looked nice. So shout out to FlexiSpot who have very kindly gifted this chair to me. I already have a sit stand, like mechanical desk from FlexiSpot. I absolutely love that thing. I've had it for years now, like maybe 6 years. So, it did take me about 3 working days to decide what colour I wanted. Very important. The chair itself looks perfect, and you'll know what I mean when I've built it. You're gonna help me? Okay, the colour is beautiful. Even the arm's green. That's a nice touch. Right, let's get all the bits out. You don't need me to talk through the whole process of emptying a box. I told you I was in a chatty mood today. Ooh, lovely. Beautiful. So nice. I'm so excited. I'm not kidding, the chair upstairs is falling to bits. It's filthy, for one. Not comfy in the slightest. It's just not fit for purpose anymore. She was due an upgrade. And this is a big upgrade. Look at the footrest. Ooh, this is good to know as well. The footrest cover comes off so you can wash it. Nice, that's a good touch. Right, instructions. Oh, it's just reminded me I need to take the Easter decorations down. Oh well. First thing, 10 out of 10 for this. Whoever decided to do this needs a pay rise because that makes me very happy. All right, so I'm going to get to building this. This was so easy to do and didn't take long at all. Oh my God, the seat pad feels like memory foam. Ooh. I'm a happy gal. Oh my God, it's so squishy on the bum. I love the colour of it. I was a bit nervous about the colour. It actually folds So like when I'm sewing or when I just need it out of my way, you can press this button and it folds down. So it then can go like under the desk. This chair is actually the FlexiSpot Foldex Ergonomic office chair, and I'll leave the link to it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But like I said, I've been looking for the perfect chair for ages, and I'm happy to report this is the one. So if you click the link, you'll see that there's 5 different colour options, so you can choose whichever one suits you best. I'm very happy with this green. I think it's fun, but not too much, and fits my personal space just right. The backrest is adjustable for comfort. There's an ergonomic headrest with height and angle adjustments, and of course the armrests and lumbar support are also adjustable. When I say they've thought of everything, they really have. So like I said, if you want to check it out for yourself, head over to the link in my description. Thank you so much to FlexiSpot for very, very kindly gifting this to me. I am eternally grateful. I'm at the tip and there's a queue. Is this like a post-bank holiday thing? I've never queued to get into a tip before. It always makes me a bit nervous coming to these places as a young female. Sometimes everyone's really lovely. In fact, a bit over the top lovely. So hopefully today's a good one. I have a weird hunch that they might want the chair. I don't know. Like, people who work in tips like the freebies, right? Or is that just my dad? I'll be honest, I rang my dad before I did this and was like, do you know anyone who needs an office chair? Because that man hates waste, and so do I. But you've seen from the clips, it's kind of past it. It's a lovely sunny day. I'm definitely not dressed properly for the weather. It's 17 degrees, which I didn't realise. And yeah, the boot / the car is loaded, ready to go. I saw on TikTok, I'm trying to look stealthy. I saw on TikTok that Aldi had camping things. So I was driving past an Aldi. Felt like it'd be rude not to have a look, wouldn't it? I don't know if Aldi hits the same as the middle of Lidl, but they give it a good go. I mean, they do great like wool yarn events sometimes, but so far I can't actually see any camping things. Cat food. Oh, there we go. Pressure washer. Wait, right here. A windbreak. Tent pegs. I don't think this was the vision I was envisioning. They had like fold up tables, and I want to know how much this windbreak is. We're in the mothership, the best fabric place in Doncaster, in my opinion. I just beeline straight to the fabric. There's usually like 3 aisles. This is like thicker curtain material. And you know what? On EastEnders yesterday, we did actually see a guy wearing a cool jacket, which we'd use this kind of material for. Like, that's pretty, and it's £9 a metre. Like, that's really affordable. Oh my god, look. That's like postcards. Don't get stolen, okay? Look at this. Oh, stop it. I love it. I don't know what I'd use it for. Why is that so fun? I don't know what I'd make out of this, but it's so fun. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. They're all falling. Look at it. So many choices. £8 a metre. And there's like a smaller check and a bigger check. And then a tiny one. I'm hoping you can hear me because it's deadly silent in this shop. It's quite awkward. They've been organising in here and I'm enjoying it because all similar ones are together. Like stars all together. Zigzags. Gingham. Spots. I had to ring the cavalry. Too many options. It's turned into a full debate. Right. I think we've almost made a decision. What do you think?
Yeah, how much is the patterned one?
9, maybe?
For the lemon one. one is dearer, isn't it? 'Cause that were 12.
And I think I'm more likely to wear that. I'm so glad my mum was at home then, because there were so many good things. Like, I mean, you could see, I don't even remember what I've said to the camera, but they've organised it and it's made such a difference. So I made sure to tell the ladies at the till, because they were like working really hard on how to organise it better. It was so much better. But there's just so many options, and I was like, you have to get the right feel, then you have to get the right weight, then I needed to decide what to make. It's like a bit of like a backwards thing. Like, really I should probably go with an idea of what I want to make, but I didn't know what I wanted to make until I saw the fabric. What do, you know? It's one of life's many big conundrums, apparently. Welcome to the most boring haul. Do you know what? I often worry that my vlogs are really boring. To me, I just live the same life over and over again. I feel like that's just kind of how life is. It's not all like fancy things and going on holiday, and like, that's not the life I lead. It's not the life I want to lead. So yeah, I hope you don't mind just little chatty vlogs like this, because personally I like watching them from other people. So I'm hoping that there's people out there who watch me that think the same. Just like a comforting, cozy vlog, you know? So if that means following someone around for the day as they run errands and live their life, I'm here for it. So I hope that's okay. I hope that the rambles that is my channel is fine. Like, obviously sometimes I'll be making things, whether that's graphic design, sewing, crochet, building something in the house or in the garden, doing gardening. Like, I literally am just living my life and filming it, and I hope that's okay. Nothing revolutionary, but I feel like at this point, if you're watching still right now, you're kind of getting that vibe, so hopefully that's okay. I just get a bit insecure about that sometimes. She says she's about to show you her tent haul and fabric. Aldi. I ended up going with 2 different packets of tent pegs. I figured that you can never have too many. So I got these ones, which are pile driver tent pegs. Sounds a bit weird. Interesting choice of name. But basically, they just screw into the ground. It's like a long screw, and the top is like that attachment. This does mean, stop. They come with a bag. That's just made them 10 times better. Look at that. Oh my God, and a drill bit. Wow. I was just about to say I need to buy the right drill bit, but I got them ones, £5. And then I also just got regular, these are just hard ones, so they've not got like screw texture on it, they're just straight and supposed to be pretty sturdy. But again, these are the bag. I'm thrilled about that. Who knew? That'd be so exciting. So they were both a £5. Also got, I didn't go with that windbreak. I don't know, I was tempted, but I couldn't see the price and I wasn't 100% sure. So instead I just picked up this ground sheet. I think this was £3. Do I need a ground sheet? No, but it was there. It was £3, and I'm sure we can make use of this, especially when it's like a rainy camping trip. And then this. Now this, I feel like the gods have spoken. The Aldi gods really pulled through with this one, because literally 2 days ago, we sorted out all the camping gear and we ended up with a bag, like a bag for life, full of stuff that kind of needed somewhere to go, more permanent, like better stored. I said, I'll find a bag. What's this? A storage bag. Not just 1, 2 camping storage bags. Clear cover so you can see what's in it, which I thought was really good. It's like a canvas material, so it feels pretty sturdy. And then this smaller one, which I feel, although I am thrilled about the bags that came with the tent pegs, I feel like this one will end up with the tent pegs in. Now I have quite the collection. Then, fabric. I was in that shop, I think, for about 45 minutes, literally on the same 3 aisles. I got really awkward and I thought they're going to think I'm going to steal something. I didn't know if I looked a bit shifty. So I ended up ringing my mum. I just needed a bit of moral support, as you saw, and we ended up deciding that I'm going to make predominantly like a sheared top. I'll try and find an inspo pic with like a frill with thick straps and then matching trousers, the same fabric. But we also said, well, why not make a white top? If I'm buying a top pattern, I might as well make a white one too. So we found this fabric. It's like a mix of like t-shirt fabric and I said crepe, but apparently it's crepe material. It's like lovely floaty material. It was £9 a metre, which I think is pretty reasonable. And I got 4 metres because better to have more than not enough. The woman at the till was like, oh, what are you making? And I explained. And I said, I think I've got a bit too much fabric. And she kind of like nodded. She kind of guessed that I would have. I said, I think my mum might end up with things She said you'll all be matching, you'll have a family of matching clothes. I said, yeah, we'll look like the Von Trapp family. It's not the vibe I'm going for. I need to make sure if I do make anyone else the same thing in this fabric to tell them not to wear it at the same time as me. You've got to do like a pre-outfit wearing debrief, you know? Pre-brief. And then, very boring, but I got a white, plain white. This took me ages to find. I can't decide if it's the exact right fabric, but it was £2 a metre. £2! How good is that? Naturally, I got 4 metres worth. So I've spent quite a bit on fabric today, but I'm going to have the best time sewing it together, which is all that matters, and wearing it. That's another thing, like I can go into a shop and love the fabric, like that lemon one, absolutely loved. There was like a strawberry, like linen-y kind of vibe, absolutely loved. But I know I won't wear it, like the blue gingham, I love it in principle, but will I wear it? I don't know, I don't really wear blue very often, so I have to kind of like control myself a little bit, and I decided that these were very me colours. I needed a little bit of retail therapy, and fabric shopping is my version of that. Had to put the joggers on, didn't I? Jeans for any amount of time once you've returned home for the day is just not allowed. My office is a bit of a mess. I say this a lot, and it's because my office is, I've realised, a direct correlation with how messy my brain feels. And because it's a room that I can close the door on and don't need to go in every day, when I'm busy and my brain's full, I tend to just sort of throw things in here, close the door, and then it builds up. Really accurate representation of how overwhelm and brain fullness feels. Definitely not the right words, but yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. In fact, I've got a couple of things to show you that I keep meaning to show. So obviously I did a Primark haul a couple of videos ago, and I mentioned these tops. So I actually did a click and collect and got this beach cover-up vibe. I can't decide whether I'd wear this as like an evening outfit, like a proper outfit, or just like a cover-up. It does feel more cover-up material. It's quite thin, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, I just love the pattern on this. Heads up, most Primarks now I think have click and collect. And then also got, and this has been on the floor in a pile because I've not yet hung it up, so it's very creased. Also got this shirt from Primark, just a blue lightweight shirt. And I got the matching trousers, which probably are in the bottom of the pile. If I try and dig for this, I'm just going to make more of a mess. Just picture trousers in the same fabric. There's a big pile of stuff down here, and it's from when I created. And if you've not seen these videos yet, make sure you go and watch them because I'm actually really proud of them. And if you like crafty things, I think it'll be right up your street. I made a video with Logitech, coolest brand partnership ever. They basically let me like run free with the brief. And I designed, got printed and made some trousers like with custom fabric. I mentioned it a few vlogs ago, but I couldn't mention it fully because I don't like contracts and boring stuff. For that video, one of the clips, I got like all my bright trousers out, tried them all on, and then cut it together. I have had all these trousers on my office floor since then, and I think that was probably about 2.5-3 weeks ago, which is actually shameful. But like I said, because I can close the door on this office, and now I obviously spend 2 days a week at my day job, I don't see it very often, so it's not been winding me up much. But probably should sort that out. Not going to do that yet though. Mini haul. So other than the Primark things, I got myself some new gel nail polish. I picked off all my gels. So I got 3 different Miley colours. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. This like brown shade it's called Choco Latte. Chocolate. And then this one is called Luna, and it's just a neutral like white shade because the white that I use is one of those like tiny cheap ones and it's running out, so I thought I'll actually buy a nice one. And I can definitely tell the difference when you buy like the better branded ones for sure. Finally, this one, which is called Strip Poker, and it's like a terracotta kind of shade. So yeah, that's my updated nail colours. The terracotta and the brown are kind of similar, but they're different. Same but different. I'm actually buzzing about this office chair. Like, I've left it folded up after filming those clips, and hello. It just creates so much space. Like, you don't realise how much room a chair takes up. So like when I'm sewing, I can just fold it down because often I like standing up. It makes having a standing desk so much easier to navigate because I don't have to kind of weave my way out of this space to put my chair somewhere else. It can literally just go under the table. So yeah, that's really made me very happy. The difference having an actual comfy ergonomic chair is going to be unreal. I'm going to spend like maybe an hour planning out some content. I've definitely been slacking on that. I was teetering on the edge of burnout for quite a while, so I'm gonna just strip it back, start fresh. I have this is a top tip actually if you create content. Whenever you're scrolling, often you'll find things that inspire you. I just have a saved collection on both Instagram and TikTok of videos that I've seen that I think I could recreate and that I like. I've just called it ideas. So anytime I'm like scrolling and I find one, I'll save it to the ideas folder. I promptly then forget about it, but I'm hoping that'll be like a treasure trove full of cool content ideas that are pretty easy to execute. So I'm going to go through them, make a bit of a plan, and then I think I'll use Friday this week as like my content day, because tomorrow I am at the office again. So yes, laptop club it is. It's hit that point in the day where I can just feel my makeup on my face and it's driving me nuts. So we're taking it off. You know what I look like by now. I only really put it on because I was going to town, but literally no one cares, so I don't really know why I bother. So I thought I'd show you what I've been using recently to take off my makeup and how my skin journey is going. So I went to the doctors for some advice, some help on my skin. I'm almost 30 and I've had spots since being a teenager, as I'm sure you're sick of me talking about. So I decided, like, I tried like not drinking milk, like all the different things, and I just came to the conclusion, I pay my taxes, I'm gonna go to the doctors. I just don't like feeling like a pain. Like, I don't want to be a waste of time for anyone. So we went to the doctors. My doctor was absolutely lovely, and I've been on 2 different antibiotics. I think they were antibiotics so far. The first one, he actually put me on an antibiotic for folliculitis. Don't know what that antibiotic was called, but it was only a 1-week course, but it was 4 tablets a day. I will say that's a lot because I'm a forgetful gal. I'm glad that was only a week worth. That seemed to clear like a little bit on my back. Like, I have spots basically on my chest, on my shoulders, on my back, and then on my bum and my face. So it's not just like one place, and it affects my confidence. So we did the folliculitis treatment. He gave me some, in fact, let me get it. I keep seeing people talk about this on TikTok. He gave me this, which is basically an anaesthetic, antimicrobial skin cleanser, antiseptic hand wash. Basically surgeons and whoever use this on the daily. It's supposed to be really good for like getting bacteria off your skin, obviously, antibacterial. So he recommended I use this as my shower gel, basically. Put it on my skin, leave it on there for a couple of minutes. I don't do this every time I shower because I'm scared it's going to make my skin really dry, but I think I've definitely noticed a difference. My skin's definitely less oily since using this, so recommend this. You can just buy this anywhere. The only thing is, it needs like a pump. I should really buy like a pump lid. I wonder if I could just reuse like this one, you know, like when that's run out, because it's really runny and I've accidentally used too much too quickly, but that's a problem for future me. So at the minute I'm using that and I'm on antibiotics for my skin. I'm on them for 3 months. Can't remember what it's called. We'll link it on screen. I'm sure if you have been to the doctors about your skin, you've probably tried it or have looked into it. I've then also got, like, it's not Duac, it's like benzoyl peroxide. I just bought this over the counter at the pharmacy. 5% with gel, leave on daily treatment for acne. I've been using this like maybe twice a week. I don't use it a lot because, first of all, like I said, very forgetful, and secondly, it makes my skin really dry, so I don't want to overdo it and like then be fighting dry skin. I want it to I want to take the time for it to work properly, you know. With the antibiotics, I feel like it's working from like inside out. I'm in the phase at the minute where it's got worse before it's going to get better. I've definitely noticed my skin's less oily, but there's been some breakouts in the past week, which my friend has reassured me is normal. Then in terms of taking my makeup off, which is what I'm supposed to be doing right now instead of yapping, Ordinary Squalene Cleanser. Love this. Didn't realise when I had this a few years ago that you're not supposed to wet it. You literally put some in your fingers. I love these like hand things, by the way. It stops the water running down my arms because I hate that feeling. So you warm it up in your fingers like this and then just rub it all over your face and it like melts your makeup. It does feel a bit strange at first when you're just rubbing like a cream on your face rather than like something that bubbles or foams, but I've definitely noticed like I feel a lot more fresh since doing this, and The Ordinary as a brand is really affordable, so we love a budget buy in this house. So basically I do all my skin and I can feel it's like turned to an oil. I get all the bits, then I'll go to my eyebrows because I have eyebrow gel and it's like quite sticky so I don't want to be rubbing that all over my face because it feels weird. After the eyebrows I go on to my mascara. I think you could probably buy a specific eye makeup remover thing, but again, I'm a forgetful / lazy gal. I just want the easy route. Like, I'm not about to do like a 7-step skincare routine. No thank you. I don't have the patience for it. So this works for me. I just gently as possible like rub my eyelashes, like I'm trying not to pull on my skin, blah 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 blah, and it works. Then I'll wet my hands in the sink. I rinse off a little bit of the black that I end up with on my fingers because I don't want to spread that over my face too much. So now I've got really wet hands. I then go over it, wet hands, and I think this is called emulsifying. It like turns it into like a milky finish and it just further gets in there, you know, getting all the makeup off, and it's just well satisfying. I am noticing like my skin texture feels much smoother. Like before, when I used to wash my face like this, I could feel like loads of bumps. So even though I have like the bigger, more obvious looking breakouts, like my texture in my skin overall feels much smoother when I'm like running my fingers over my face like this, so that's good. And then I use this, I can't currently see because I've got water in my eyes. Again, gentle, easy to use. I thought when I first bought this a few years ago, it didn't work because it didn't bubble. I have this like preconception that things needed to foam up to be working, to be cleaning you. That's not the case. But I just needed to get into skincare TikTok, it seems, that told me that is not the case. Make sure all the mascara's off. Rinse my face again. Some people say to use like proper face cloths. Again, I'm not about to buy some more things that I'll probably use for 2 weeks and then forget about. So we use these. I use a new one pretty much every other day. We've got loads. There's literally some here that I need to fold up, and then there's a shelf full of them here when everything's washed. So I'm not like scrubbing at my face, you know? I'm sure it's fine. I feel like there's so much consumerism on like skincare, like, oh, you need to use these like muslin special made cloths. My grandma wouldn't have done that. She'd have used a bar of soap and a towel. And she looks great for her age. So now I am going to go and do like moisturiser.
Oh, we've got a little loaf. Hi, little loaf. You okay? I bet you can't guess who in this house ate a plant this morning that isn't edible for cats and then proceeded to throw up in maybe like 6 different locations. Was it you? I think it was you, wasn't it? You're the culprit.
Sometimes when he's sick it's because he eats too fast, but being sick that many times was a bit weird. And then when I went into my office earlier, I saw a chewed up piece of leaf from my spider plant. I've actually got a photo of him looking. I can't decide if he looks innocent or really guilty, but it just made me laugh. Right, so I've just put some serum on. This is hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary. Cheap, does the job. And then this, Natural Moisturising Factors by The Ordinary. And I just put that all over. I'm doing all this and I'll be dyeing my hair later on because my greys are out of control. So I'll be washing my face again anyway. Is this a waste of skincare? If I don't put moisturiser on, my face feels like sandpaper. It just feels tight and weird. I hate it. We're going back to Aldi. We're going to a different one this time because the haul was very well received. So now we need to look and see if there was a table. And so we're hoping that this Aldi has the folding table because the one we've got is quite wobbly. I think it was a Temu find. So if we can have another one, at least we've got the option of both of them.
I'm just watering the plants, but look, it's coming out. How exciting. And then this one over here, I've just made a mess. The hose pipe kept breaking, so I have a very wet leg and soaked feet, but the plants are looking good. This one's growing loads. Even this one, I think these are little shoots. I'm hoping they are, not weeds. I've got some coffee grounds for a plant over here that Hannah's mum gave me because coffee grounds apparently stop the slugs, so, and I hate coffee, so this is upsetting me. If I do like a ring of coffee grounds, I'm hoping that's some good slug prevention, but this has definitely grown since we planted it, and I've not actually done any looking after of it yet. Cute, everything's grown so much since the last time I spoke to you guys about the garden. This is as far as I got before I soaked my feet once again. But look, the lavender we planted is starting to flower. Oh my god, it's turned off. Oh my god, I've walked up and down the garden so many times. The seeds are coming up from the random array of seeds that me and mum sprinkled. And there. I really wasn't feeling hopeful. This one's about to bloom, look, pink on it. This one's definitely grown. You can see like the lighter green bits, they're all new shoots. Dropped a flower on this one, but there's more coming through. I'm just very happy that we've not killed them because I was quite concerned that they wouldn't take to the grass. This one I love. What do I do about this? There's more water coming out of that bit than there is this bit. Oh god. Do you know what? I'm going to commit. I'm just going to do this last bit. Don't break on me again, please. The peony's growing. This one. And this one. You can see buds coming out on this one as well. Oh god. Oh god. We ended up buying the windbreak from Aldi. And I bought a sandwich for my lunch tomorrow. Yeah, they didn't have those tables, and on reflection they're probably not the best because we need like more portable ones. Hair dye I use, same as always. I almost bought a different shade, but then I thought it's probably just going to make my grey roots go really, really warm coloured, because I'd love to have like a warmer, lighter shade of hair, but I think it means I need to give it to my hairdressers rather than trying to do it myself. When it's in the sun, my hair does have like a bit of a warm tinge to it, but like now it literally blends into my black shirt, which I don't really like. I kind of like it to stand out a little bit. But yeah, this is the one I go for every time. Clairol number 4, dark brown. And what I usually do is empty everything nearby so I don't get hair dye on things. We minimise potential messes. Right, let's set this time lapse going. Let's dye the hair. I will pre-warn you, I'll never look more attractive than I do when my hair is dyeing. It's quite the look. This look though, it's giving bowling ball. So much hair dye in my hair right now. Oh, I've not set a timer. Set timer for 35 minutes. I'd say that's enough time for a cheeky little Easter egg. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I've actually really enjoyed just chatting with no real like objective in this video. Sorry I had like a little anxious moment of like, oh, my video is terrible. It's not like me seeking compliments or anything. I just feel like sometimes it just feels a bit samey, you know, like I live the day, I film it, I edit it, I watch it back. It feels like repetitive sometimes, so I do try and keep it mixed up. Speaking of keeping it mixed, let me know if you'd like me to film the process of me making whatever kind of cord set I make with that bright pattern fabric, because oh my god, I'm obsessed. That can be the task. Actually no, 2 tasks for you before you leave. My camera died. If you got to the end, which you are because you're watching it right now, 2 things. First of all, let me know if you'd like me to film that pattern, any ideas that I could make it into. So far I'm thinking floaty trousers, sheared top with a little frill. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. And then the second thing, if you got to the very end of the video, rather than commenting an emoji this time, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm intrigued to know if me prompting the thumbs up helps that situation. So we'll see. But yes, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week for another one. Bye.